Hey guys, Zangetsu 134 here, bringing you a a super late Kamen Rider review of episodes 33 and 34. In these episodes, our heroes are trying to desperately stop Owner from getting uh, the Evol driver and bringing forth the end of the world against using the power of Kamen Rider Evol. And while this is happening, Ryuga is coming to grips with the fact that he and Evol are the same being, as Evol's power had been split into two. All this is, of course, lost as not only is the Prime Minister killed during the first episode, but in the second episode, Ryuga loses his body and soul to Kamen Rider Evol, awakening his second form. So yeah, no, these were pretty intense episodes. Like, from one, the last one ends with like the reveal that Gentaku is actually no longer evil, that his Kamen Rider training in hazard level gaining purified him of the effects of the Pandora's box, turning him evil, and then his dad dies protecting him, which was really intense, and I did not expect that to happen. I almost expected Gentaku along the way to actually kill him, but no, he ends up dying all on his own, protecting Gentaku so that Gentaku can restore Japan to its former glory. And, Santo has to deal with the fact that they failed. Sorry. As well as the fact that, Kamen Rider Evol was born, which is interesting. And we get a lot of interesting reveals about their past. For one, we find out that the Evol driver is actually the power source of the bottle purification system, that it was used for that purpose. I think more or less because I think Katsuragi knew how dangerous the Evol driver was, so he hid it as the power source for the bottle purification system. We also find out that Katsuragi wanted to kill both Evolt as Bloodstark and Ryuga the day that he lost his memories and was turned into Sento. Because he knew that the two of them were Evol, or Evolto, and was going to, if they merged, could have destroyed the world, especially if they found the Lost Driver, or the Evil Driver. The Lost Driver, that's a double thing. And so, he was using it as a purification system, and Sento found it and put it together, in the hopes that like they could create a plan in order to prevent him from getting it, and of course that fails. And so eventually he gets the ultimate driver, and using the, I guess, evil bottles, which is the Cobra Evolt bottle and the Rider System Evolt bottle, which I don't really get what exactly it does. He becomes Kamen Rider Evol, and I have to admit, I like the costume. I think it's a little busy, but I think that's perfectly fine for an evil, like the big bad Kamen Rider. I will admit, it's kind of frustrating that yet again we have another like evil rider for the main bad guy of the series again. I think since X-Aid we've been doing that, and while I don't mind having like a big bad rider, it's kind of nice when we just be kind of nice if we could, maybe not have so many rider suits and maybe have like less forms, or get to see some more kaijin. But well, that's the direction Kamen Rider is going, and who knows, that might change, especially since like this is the last, or is the next to last Heisei Rider, so we'll just have to see, and so, but I do like him. I like the fact that it has like a kind of a space theme, and that like it's the little circle on its head is a constellation pattern, and well, at least in phase one. Which I also like that the Evol driver is voiced by Stark, and it says things like "Chow," which is the thing owner used to say, uh, and it laughs maniacally, which I was like, oh, that's pretty awesome. Like I almost want if I didn't already have the Splash driver and the Nebula steam gun and the Trans steam gun and the steam blade, I would have totally gotten one of those. You know what? Let's be kind of let's just be kind of dorky. You know, I like this toy. It's a little bit simple compared to say the Bill driver, but it has its fun moments, especially because I have all of the bottles for it. I have the dragon. It comes with the dragon and grease or and robot splash jellies, and I also have the cracked crocodile full bottle. And it has some interactivity with the Cobra, Bat, Gear Engine, and Gear Rumicon bottles that I have. But anyway, and I also like that when Evolt does his rider kick, it forms a constellation and swirls like as if it's a galaxy, and as well as the fact that like he can like warp and teleport, like he can move like basically do like M Bison's Psycho Crusher teleportation ability, or like how like Akuma can move around in like Street Fighter. And he has some pretty good fights. Like he manages to job Kamen Rider Rogue, who for a while was like the strongest rider until like Rabbit or Kamen Rider builds Rabbit and Tank forms came around, and then not only that, he proceeds to job both Kamen Rider Cross Magma and Kamen Rider Grease and Kamen Rider Build in Rabbit, and I think Tank, like nothing. But and of course, like when he defeats Gentaku, he tries to kill him, and then his father gets in the way. He also doesn't have like his own weapon. He mostly uses the steam gun and the steam blade. Which is cool. It's fine. I find it weird that he didn't get like a weapon, but But then again, I'm just saying that because Comrade Cronus got to have his own weapon, and even then, it was a repaint of the Buggle driver, or the Geshikon Bug Visor, which I own as well. But I prefer the original Geshikon Bug Visor, mostly because I like Gundam Zombie form. So, his death brings, like, a change for Rogue. In fact, I think Rogue is more or less just setting out for the next couple of episodes. Talking about Rogue, apparently his turn to good was actually revealed during the Night Rogue miniseries, where he was training to get the power of becoming Kamen Rider Rogue. And, I haven't watched it yet, because I prefer to watch the series without the supplemental material, because I believe that you should be able to get most of the story from the main series and not the supplemental material. I usually watch that after the series is over. And granted, it doesn't help that particularly in the films don't come out until much later, when just due to the fact that like the people that fan sub have to find the films, and then they have to translate. And a film is a lot longer than an episode. A film is usually like an hour and a half long, so they have to spend a while going through it. But anyway, in the Night Road, like we see apparently Gentaku, which would have been nice to have seen some of it more than what we did. because most of what we did get was him rescuing this Kaminari Grease's friends and rescuing his dad. Um, I do like the fact that he wants to help merge the country, but he doesn't want to do it the way Nama Heavy plans to do it, which is to create Kaminari Evol, knowing full well that he could bring about the end of the world. Um, we see a lot of Utsumi doing crazy dark stuff, like beating the crap out of Misora to get the evil driver loose from her. Actually, Misora gets beat up by Owner as well. Apparently, using the fact that his power has increased, and that Vernage is losing her power and is fading away. He also knows that when he poisons Sento because he wants to get all of the full bottles back and the Pandora's box, so that he can finally open it and create the tower again. And he gets poisoned with a space poison that no one can fix except him. Vernage, in fact, can't do it either because apparently she is either not losing the ability to, or just doesn't have the power to, because she'll fade away completely if she did. So yeah, this all eventually leads to Ryuga deciding to just give him all that so that he can heal Sento, and then eventually he decides to fight Ryuga anyways, and Ryuga and Grease try to fight him again, Grease eventually getting untransformed, and as Ryuga as well. And so Ryuga decides, I'll fight you again anyways. Unfortunately, like, that's actually very lethal. Like, apparently, Grease states that it's dangerous to try and henshin again after you've been hit so bad you've been knocked out of the transformation. Which I feel like is more of a side effect of the Splash driver than it would be the build driver, but then again, we have to. Whenever Ryuga leaves the magma form, it burns him. So it could be argued that, like, because, like, it's gotten so much power that if he were to transform again, like, the burning energy would actually increase so much that it would kill him. And we do see that, like, we see that the lava and stuff is overflowing in him when he uses it again. Particularly the fact that he wants to save Sento so bad, it's actually raising his hazard trigger to, like, level 5, which I think is like something that was new for this. Like, I think Banjo's hazard trigger at the beginning of the last episode was like 4.5, and then he was at like 4.7 when he was finishing the fight, and ends on like 5.0. And so, like, him and Evol clash, and I guess it's supposed to imply that, like, Bloodstark's body, like, got destroyed, and even though, like, Ryuga won, but, like, his soul was transferred to Ryuga's body, and so, which creates the Dragon Evol full bottle, and gives him his second phase, Kamen Rider Evol Dragon, which looks cool, and apparently, like, he still cured Sento, which I'm not entirely sure why, but it might just be because Ryuga's still in there, and the episode ends right there. That actually was, like, probably, like, the saddest part for me. Like, I think it was more sad than the death of the Prime Minister, because, like, I like Banjo. He's probably my favorite character in this, aside from Sento. Well, and, of course, Kazumine, but that's more because I know his actor, and I'm a fan of his actor. I feel like Utsumi beating the crap out of Hisora is kind of the hint that he's Mad Rogue, especially because he hit the glass thing, but we'll see. All in all, I think this was a good set of episodes, and I'm really looking forward to the next episode. And I'm not going to let it go, like, as long as I did. That mainly happened because I was trying to leave my Infinity War thing up long enough, and B, I just kind of not lost track, but I had a very busy schedule with work, and I didn't want to try and catch up on my vlogs during it. I'm gonna try and be a little bit better over the next couple days. Especially because I'm gonna be watching the new DuckTales reboot. I'm probably gonna I'm probably gonna double up again when I do it, but we'll see. Um, I might actually try and get it out tomorrow if I can remember what my schedule is for that day, but we'll see. But all in all, guys, I think these were a good couple episodes of Kamen Rider Build. I think it was a great introduction to Kamen Rider Evil and to the end of Bloodstar. And all in all, I think it was just a good series of episodes. And so I'm looking forward to the next one. You know, even though I think it's going to be pretty dark and intense. But anyway, guys, that's it. That's going to be it for this Kamen Rider vlog. You know, look to the DuckTales episodes coming in the coming days. Until then, guys, take care.